Hello, today is June 20th, 2025. I'm here with the weekly chart update, news recap, and we'll probably look at a few online deals. Silver bid close today was at 3,367 and roughly 10 cents. Silver closing price was at 35.93, which gives us a GSR of 93.7. The platinum closing price was $1,266. At the bottom of the page here, you see I also have the US dollar index, copper, nickel, and palladium. Nickel was the only thing that closed below the previous week close. Looking at our charts, the gold closing price is about $50 above the 9-week average, and you can see the 9-week average is starting to flatten out on gold. Silver closing price is well above the 9-week average. Earlier in the week, it made up to 37, a little past $37, but it come down since, and now it's just below 36. The GSR ratio is well below the 9-week average in the gold territory. Platinum closing price, it made it up over $1,300 earlier in the week, but it came down and it's still above the 9-week average though. Going into news stories. First article I came across is on Numismatic News by Patrick A. Heller. It's why did silver reach a 13-year high this month? After years in gold's shadow, silver surged past $35 for the first time since 2012. What triggered the spike? Supply shifts, global intrigue, and maybe a little market mischief. This is a really good article. I'm going to go post links to this one, and pretty much everything we go over will be in the description below. Yes, first you start to have a really, really nice picture of some silver bars there. It says on Thursday, June 5th, the spot price of silver closed on the COMEX at $35.68. That was the first time it was above $35 since it was $37.14 on February 28th, 2012. It said earlier in the week we also hit $37 and it also came back down. That one-day spike in 2012 didn't last. The next day COMEX silver closed at $34.58. From June 6th to June 16th, the COMEX closing silver spot prices were all over $36. So what happened to awaken this metal from its seeming slumber? While gold's price has set dozens of all-time record highs in 2024 and 2025. The best information I have is that there was a sudden decline in silver supplies sold on the COMEX. This thing is like a tongue twister. Anyway, he goes on, he talks about JP Morgan Chase and HSBC, with how they have SLV and a lot of control over ETFs and things. I thought it was a really interesting part in this article. I want to quickly mention it. So what follows is my speculation, so don't treat it as an established fact. It is known that the Chinese government, either on its own account, the Chinese Central Bank, Chinese sovereign investment funds, or Chinese companies controlled directly by that government or by its military, are customers of JP Morgan Chase and HSBC, and probably other banks, with accounts of precious metals stored in the vaults of those banks. And again, he goes on, he talks a good bit about how it's a possibility that the Chinese government may be one of the short sellers in the markets, as you see, like early in the mornings, at certain times of the day, early in the mornings, late in the evenings, that you'll see huge sell-offs in the paper markets in London and in New York. So I have a link to this one in the description below if you want to read over it. Again, it's a really, really good article. The next article I came across is on Market Watch by Myra P. Safong. It says how gold fatigue has helped drive platinum prices up 44% this year. Platinum has far outpaced its metal peers for the month and year to date, as supplies of the commodity are expected to fall short of demand for a third straight year. But that's not the only reason for platinum's stellar price performance. Gold prices have climbed 29% this year as of Wednesday. That's led some investors to rotate into platinum, said VA, head of project and innovation at global index provider INDXX, referring to the shift as global fatigue. Jewelers are actively switching from gold to platinum due to cost and changing customer preferences, especially in China, A told Market Watch by email. To be sure, a long-running deficit in global supplies continues to have the biggest reason behind a 44% rise in platinum prices to date as of Wednesday. Based on the most active futures contract of the metal settled at 13.13.10 on Wednesday, its highest finish since September 14, up nearly 25% so far this month, according to Dow Jones. I'm sorry, this computer keeps messing up on me. I'm trying to go hard and go to the next one. So later on this week, we also had the FOMC meeting early in the week, which they did not cut interest rates, and now there's a big fallout going on in the internet with another little squabble with Donald Trump and Jay Powell, and I just find some of that stuff's entertaining, really, to see him. Jay Powell doesn't really talk a whole lot, but Trump comes up with his nicknames and things. Later on this week, we're going to have a home sales report coming out and a GDP report coming out next Thursday, with initial jobless claims coming out next Thursday. So to briefly mention, so we went over my charts, and all my chart prices come directly from the bid prices from Kitco. But when we're looking at the deals, online deals, you kind of want to look at this ask price. This is physical spot market prices. You also have a different market which you can find on Yahoo or Google or somewhere, where they have contract prices. But these prices here,
Context to understand what you're asking, or somewhere could refer to many things. Could you please provide more information, or?
okay, the government is spying on me. The government is listening in on me. I just found it. I have a bug. The government bugged me. We'll try to get past it. So, anyways, just where was I? Yeah. So this is the physical spot market, and you can look up the contract prices on Yahoo Finance and other places. But these are the physical spot market. This is what most physical stackers rely on. To go into our first deals page, this is just randomly chosen ones. I'm not sponsored or affiliated with any of these companies. This is just ones I just randomly chosen online. That's some things I found on the internet. So the first one I came across was a silver gold bowl. I've never used them before or anything, but they have a nice deals page, and you can see their prices are very fair, with the gold and silver prices right at same, in line with Kitco. They have 1 kilo silver bars. If you just order one of them, it'd be $1,250.50 with ACH check. They have these 1 ounce James Bond silver coins from the Perth Mint. That's pretty interesting. If you do 1 through 9, 45, 35, 10 or more, 45, 10. That's a really nice looking coin. 1 ounce bar Credit Suisse. If 1 through 9, it'd be 34, 35. It's a pretty fair deal for a 1 ounce Credit Suisse bar. They have these 5 ounce Prospector stackable silver tile mint at roughly $200, depending on how many you order. I thought these are some really fair prices they have. They have a platinum coin, any quantity, 1/2 ounce platinum is $829.75. And I'm going to be looking at Monument Metals. I've used them before. Really good company, really good shipping. You can see their prices are in line with the physical market. We have this 100 ounce Engelhard, any type, as low as, okay, if you order one or two of them, it's gonna be $37.01. If you order three or more, $36.81. You also have Jonathan Matthey, same prices there. Quarter ounce Eagles, $881.64. Man, that's a very fair price for a quarter ounce. Canadian Maples, 1 through 24, $38.01. And you can get a 20 cent cut after 25. They have some really nice bars here. 1 through 4, Australian Dragons, 34.69, 39. The Ben Franklin rolls in bags. They also have bags. 1 through 4, the rolls is 261.04, which if you divide it out, it becomes to roughly about $13 a piece, which is roughly, if you kind of look at that too, it's roughly the spot price. So that's actually roughly that's a spot price deal. You have a couple of platinum coins here. You can get a 1 ounce American Eagle, 1477.62. Quarter ounce Eagles, 449.88. Or a half ounce Platinum Eagle, 756.95. And they have, you know, a few other deals on here. $5, the $5 commemoratives, $839.96. Kookaburras, lots and lots of other sales and deals. Yeah, they even have barber quarters. 347.53. They also have platinum bars. This is a 20-gram bar. I have to look it up. I believe it's like roughly 3/4, I want to say. I have to really figure out the math on that. I know it's roughly 2/3. So, you know, you can say almost 2/3 of an ounce. So those are the deals there. Another page I want to look at, they don't have a deals page. This is someone that they sponsor a lot of YouTube channels. And so you hear all sorts of things about them. You can see they follow look at their prices. $33.80. I believe so. This is probably more the contract price. They have BU American Silver Eagles, roughly $40. 40.86. Maples at 40.25. Buffaloes, they have 30.82. Yeah, I'm not gonna say. I'm not saying anything. But I see there's a lot of YouTube channels that two 1 ounce silver coins, 443.45. Yeah, so there are a lot of channels that they're sponsored by them, and they talk like they're the greatest thing. So I don't know. I'm not trying to share my opinion on it, but well, that's that. So anyway, thank you. Thanks for watching, and please leave a like, subscribe, a comment, or don't, or just tell me you suck and whatever.